That about 40% of people get less than the recommended amount of sleep, and that's coming from a Gallup poll taken in 2013. I know when I don't get enough sleep, I don't perform as well in school. It's hard for me to concentrate, definitely more tired, more lazy, less motivated. And I know that students need sleep to perform well in class as well. So I've looked at various things online about sleep and sleep health, and I've realized that many people ignore how powerful sleep is and how important it is to get enough of it. So today I'm going to talk about why sleep is important, what it does for the body, and how to get more sleep. Next slide. Alright, so I think we can all agree that sleep is something almost all animals need, and it is vital for the human body. So one thing that sleep does is that it allows for the brain to solidify anything that we've learned in the day prior. So anything you've learned from class, from studying, different names, new people, new things, it gets solidified in your brain and sorted out to go into the places that it is needed to go to. And coming from Harvard, a lack of adequate sleep can affect your mood, your motivation, your judgment, and your perception of events. So like I said previously, definitely for me, when I don't get enough sleep, I'm not as motivated, probably a little bit more irritable, and my sense of judgment probably isn't as good as if I had gotten enough sleep in that day. Not only is sleep important for your mental health, but it is also important for your physical health as well. Sleep has a major role in affecting the body. So coming from the National Sleep Foundation, when sleep is cut short, it can affect your muscle repair and hormones regulating growth and appetite. So definitely if you're an athlete, if you exercise, or if you do any sort of physical labor, it's definitely important that you get enough sleep so that you can have your muscle repair and reduce the risk of getting an injury. And another thing with the hormones that regulate your growth and appetite. It might not be as important for college students because after about 20 or so, you kind of stop growing as much. But definitely for, if you know any younger people, high school, middle school, elementary, they definitely need a lot of sleep. I know we've all learned that getting enough sleep can help you grow, so make sure if you know anybody younger, they get enough sleep. Also coming from the National Sleep Foundation, they also say that it is harder for students to engage in school and do social activities. So again, going back to that, definitely students need sleep to be able to perform well in school. Also, coming from the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke, sleep gives neurons a chance to repair themselves, and basically when neurons are kind of these wires connected from our brain to our body, so whenever we do something, neurons fire off. And during sleep, it kind of gives those neurons a chance to repair themselves, a lot like muscles, so that way the next day you're able to move better. I know that many people, including myself, struggle to get the recommended amount of sleep per day. It's definitely important to get enough sleep per day. For people ages 18 and up, the recommended hours of sleep is 7.5 to 9 hours, and that's coming from helpguide.com. And from some WebMD has some tips to get better sleep and better quality sleep as well. This includes shutting off electronics, so that can be maybe not watching TV for maybe an hour before bed, not keeping your phone in the bed with you, because when you look at these lights, it disrupts your melatonin, and melatonin is a chemical we produce during nighttime, which makes us sleepy. So when we look at these lights, it can excite our brain, and that makes it harder for us to go to sleep. Another thing is not napping, because when you nap during the day, it can make it harder for you to go to sleep at night. I know that definitely happens to me when I take naps. Not having any caffeine before bed, no soda, definitely no coffee or Amber Monster or anything like that before bed. Tea is kind of a toss-up because it does have caffeine, but some tea can make you more relaxed. And also exercising before bed can also be kind of a toss-up. Some people feel tired after they exercise, and then some people feel more energized after they exercise. But after learning all of this, I've learned that sleep is definitely necessary for having a good well-being. So again, sleep is important for humans. It's definitely important for necessary functions in the body. and it's good to get about 7 to 9 hours of sleep. I suggest that you try these tips and see if they work for you. And I believe that sleep is the foundation for a good and healthy lifestyle, so I think we should all try to get enough of it as we can. Thank you.